The woman thought her dog had started ignoring her. She was wrong. He had started watching something she hadn't looked at yet. For 6 years, Maya and her border collie mix, Scout, had operated as a team. She trained him. He trained alongside her. They had the specific synchronized relationship of a dog and owner who have spent enough time together that communication is mostly posture and timing. When Scout stopped responding to her, Maya noticed immediately. Not completely. He still came when called, still ate, still slept. But the full attention he had always given her, the quality of being his primary focus, had shifted. He was looking past her, specifically past her, to the left side of the living room. 3-year-old daughter Bay was on the left side of the living room most mornings. She was going through a phase of elaborate, floor-based play that kept her in the same corner of the room for hours. Scout sat and watched Bear. Maya did not think this was concerning. Maya thought this was sweet. She thought Scout had bonded to Bear in the deeper way that sometimes happens with dogs and children. She let it be. What changed on a Wednesday was the quality of the watching. Scout was not relaxed. He was oriented. His posture was the specific posture of a working dog, running assessment, weight forward, ears soft but tracking. The look of an animal processing information, rather than simply being present. He had been watching Bay this way for 3 days when Maya sat on the floor beside Bay during her morning play and watched what Scout was watching. Bay was playing with her construction set. She was building a tower. She would build, the tower would fall, she would rebuild. Maya watched this for 6 minutes before she registered what Scout had been registering for 3 days. Bear's left hand. It wasn't keeping up. Not dramatically. Not in a way that would alarm a parent watching from across the room. But in the specific fine motor task of stacking the small blocks, Bear's left hand was consistently a half beat behind her right. A slight tremor on precise placement. A coordination asymmetry that was subtle at normal play distance and visible at floor level, in 6 minutes of close attention. Subscribe now before the next appointment, because what the pediatric neurologist found at the evaluation and what she said about a 3-year-old's left-hand coordination asymmetry and why early identification is the variable that determines everything, made Maya grateful for 6 years of a border collie who had shown her exactly where to look. The neurologist, Dr. Amara Osei, identified a mild unilateral motor coordination deficit, left side, consistent with a benign developmental pattern that responds well to early occupational therapy intervention. She said, "You caught this early. That matters." Motor coordination deficits, addressed in the 3 to 4 year window, have significantly better outcomes than those identified at school entry, when compensatory patterns have set in. Maya said, "The dog pointed me to it." Dr. Osei said, "What do you mean?" Maya described Scout, the 3 days of watching, the working dog posture, the specific direction of attention that had made Maya sit on the floor and look at what he was looking at. Dr. Osei said, "I hear things like this more often than you'd expect. Dogs are sensitive to motor pattern changes. A dog who has been watching a child daily would register a change in movement pattern before a parent doing normal supervision. The question is whether the owner looks where the dog is looking." She said, "You looked. Has your dog ever shifted their attention to a specific person or body part in a way that turned out to show you something worth looking at? Tell us in the comments." Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones who never asked for anything in return. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. B is in occupational therapy. Her left-hand coordination is improving on schedule. She is 3 and has strong opinions about which box go where. Scout has resumed his normal patterns. He is not watching the left side of the living room with working dog intensity anymore. He is back to watching Maya, which is where he has always looked. Maya thinks about 3 days of feeling like he was ignoring her. He wasn't ignoring her. He had found something more important to watch for. 3 days, and when he was sure she had seen it, He came back. He always comes back. She just has to look where he looks. Next. The golden who wouldn't let the family take the sleeping baby from the sunlit spot on the floor. And what the dermatologist said when they finally showed her the photograph.